friends, it's Susan Smith with Stamp Creatively. I have a camp project that I wanted to show you. I always ask them to vote what was their favorite, and it's always funny to see what they choose. So this was a favorite. It was a Christmas in July. I used the one-horse open sleigh that is on the online exclusives. I used the beautiful snowflakes from the online exclusives. They're called adhesive back snowflakes. They're much bigger than what you think they're going to be. I store all mine in a bag. This is a full package. I had a half package that was open, but since camp it's gone to a safe place. There's this designer series paper that's wonderful if you love to make holiday cards. This is great. It's going to give you some really pretty individual scened cards, and then it's got beautiful paper on the back, but it's got some great individual scenes that you could add the sleigh to, or just a simple greeting, and you've got a beautiful card. So I used 3 of the items from the set. We used the stamp set. Oh, we didn't even use the dies. I'll show you what we did. This is what they did. So this is what it looked like, and they had a choice of we pulled out this brush metallic paper that you can still get online. It was from the last mini catalog we had before the new catalog came out, but it's still available. So we used that paper, and they could put it down either side they wanted. So let me show you how we did that. We used Lost Lagoon, Lemon Lolly, and Pretty Peacock. First, we took a piece of basic white cardstock. I cut it 5 by 4. Then I took a couple of sheets of Post-it notes. I have rearranged my camera, and I used to have it back here, and so now I've got it here, and I need to put like little dots or something so I know that I'm staying in my allotted space, because I forget to look up at the camera. I'm just demoing. Okay, so I take a couple of Post-it notes. They're awfully thin, and it just does better if I use a couple of them. I am going to punch a 2-inch circle out of it, and you want to stay up towards the top so you get some of the sticky. And I'm going to put it right there. Now I'm going to slide a piece of white underneath, because this has a tendency to be a little bit messy. I'm going to take my Lost Lagoon, one of our blend brushes that has obviously a lot of Lost Lagoon on it, and a fuzzy. And I'm going to start up here at the top. I'm going to start off the page and kind of work my way on with my color. And I'm going to be real patient with it, so I'll get it just the color I want. If you push too hard, like this one, I put a lot of color in the corners. This one I pushed hard as I swirled on, because I was demoing and kind of showing him the different things that it would do. My dogs are wrestling. I have a granddaughter here. Ruby's here, our oldest, and she's out here. She's crafting and watching the dogs are playing like at her feet, because they like it when Ruby comes. And again, she's out there crafting. She's got some watercolor. Okay, so now I'll show you what my circle looks like. Come on, friend. Okay, I'm going to take the circle off, and then I'm going to add some horizon lines. And I've just torn a piece of paper. Doesn't matter which side I use, I've torn this paper, and they obviously used it at camp. And I'm going to go down a little bit, add a little bit more. We have such nice blending brushes and it adds color so beautifully. So I have a lady who likes to make a bunch of Christmas cards and she thought this would be a great idea for her. Okay, so now I'm going to stop. I'm going to take my lemon lolly and I'm going to take that reverse and put it over the top. And then color in my center of my pretty moon. See, now I have some pretty color to my moon. And I could keep going and get it as dark as I wanted. You know, if I push a little bit harder with the back of my finger, I can get it a little darker. So if I wanted to do it, I could, but I'm okay with the way that looks. Now I'm going to take my pretty peacock. And if you add the words first across the bottom, you'll be a little bit happier than those who added their trees and then tried to put their words on, because they got a little tree happy. So here's one of my peacock trees. Put that one a little lower. Then I have this other tree I'm going to use. And these all come in that One Horse Open Sleigh stamp set. So I've added my trees across there. Isn't that pretty? It's just pretty and it's simple. It doesn't need a ton of anything else. We took the Lost Lagoon cardstock, 5.5, 4 1/4. It's just 5.5, sorry. And then I have this pretty metallic I can put down this side. I can put it across the bottom. I can tuck this underneath of it if I wanted to and put it across the bottom because it's just pretty. I think I'm going to take it down the side. I've given Miss Ruby my iPad and she gets to pick out any Disney music she wants to listen to. She'd be a happy little girl. So again, this is in the online store, just like the stamp set is. You're not going to find it in a catalog. You're only going to find it on an online exclusive. So it's all part of the online store. So I'm going to seal this down. I'm going to shove this all the way over to the edge so I can see as much of that metallic as I can. And then these beautiful adhesive back snowflakes. There's 2 sizes, but they're really pretty big, pretty dramatic. So I'm going to use a couple. I'll add some of my smaller ones too. Oh, I'll put this gold one over here. And then this one's a different shape. So I can add this one too. So I created my fun little snowflakes. I'm going to zoom in on it a little bit so you can see it a little bit closer. And as I move it around, I don't want it to get blurry. So I have these, and then I decided to play with and use, if you're looking at, if you have a catalog right here, Enamel Effects Basics. Copper, gold, and silver, black, red, and white. So you have 2 different ones. So I'm using the gold and copper to dot my snowflakes. And if I put white snowflakes on here, I'd use the silver. So this squeezes out just a little bit because there's a little bitty hole. Oh, let's mix it. In the center of your snowflake. So it like screams to be embellished. This is going to take a minute to dry. We used it a little bit at camp on a different project, but you can do a couple of different things. Like I put some extra dots right here on this part of my leftover from my dimensionals, and see, these will come right off, and I can put those on with some green glue or fine tip glue. You can also put them on top of a glue dot. The glue dot was a little bit bigger than what I wanted, so I didn't do that. I put it directly on my card. And I will show you, for camp, they used the festive pearls. So they put the festive pearls in the center of their snowflakes, and they fit perfectly. And then this is one that I did, where and then I also added some dots to the background because I got a little happy with it because it's just fun. But I could move this dot to my background if I wanted to, because it comes off of here real easy. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. A little Christmas in July. I mean, that's not a bad thing, as long as it's not snowing. That would be a terribly bad thing. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. I hope to stamp with you sometime soon. Bye.